Our team, Logan, TeamMinority right here. What are you running? You're on the FORTUNE SLUTS?
Alright, is it rolling? Or?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I got today, I'm going to give you guys a little taste of FORTUNE SLUTS. And the first card, like the heart of this deck, is Fortune Lady Light. And what she does is, with another card, a field spell card called Future Visions, when you normal her, she's removed from play. And that triggers her effect. And when her effect is triggered, you can special summon any other Fortune Lady from your deck right onto the field. So you can essentially normal summon a 6-star monster by normaling her. You can just special her right onto the field on your first turn. And then next we have Fire. And this card, it's really situational. I only run 2 because if you have, they're dead if you draw them. They're completely useless if you draw them. You always want them to be either in your grave or in your deck, because when they're special summoned via a Fortune Lady, usually dark or light, they can blow up a monster, and the controller of that monster takes its attack as damage, and the monster is destroyed. So that's Fire.
Like, try and go like that because there's bad glare.
Wind, I only run one of them because they're also situational, and their effect only works when they're normal summon, so you never want to special summon this or it'll be a waste. And it's arguably one of the best cards in the deck because you can pop essentially their entire backfield. You can, when it's normal summon, you can destroy a number of spell or trap cards equal to the number of Fortune Ladies that you control. So it's kind of nice, and it's even nice just to special it or normal it on your first turn. Like if you know they have something set, like an MST or something, and you want to protect your Future Visions, you just get that out. Water, she's a relatively hard hitter. She comes out as a 1200, but she levels up pretty fast, and before you know it, she can be pretty potent. And when she's specialed in any way, shape, or form, you draw 2 cards. But that's only if you control another Fortune Lady. So it's kind of nice, like if you have a dark out and you kill one of their monsters, special this and draw 2 cards. And she hits for decently as well. Dark here is kind of the opposite of light, but they both revolve around getting your Fortune Ladies out. And Dark's effect is when it kills a monster in battle, you can resurrect a Fortune Lady from your grave. And so it's really nice if they have like 1 weak monster and 1 strong monster out, and you have a Fire in the grave, kill their weak monster with this, and then special Fire to blow up their big guy. So.
And then you can still attack with Fire though, because it's still in your special, your battle phase, right?
Yeah, you can poke them for 400 with Fire.
Wait, what's he at?
Here's Earth. She is really debatable. She's just a beat stick, and she does some burn damage during your standby phase. I only run 1 because unless you have a magical dimension ready, if they're in your hand, you're kind of dead. But it's kind of useful, you know, if you have like a dark out and you just want to rape them, just get one of these out and just throw them. And then now onto the non-Fortune Ladies. This Earthbound Immortal,
Earthbound Aurora Borealis.
Earthbound Aurora Borealis here. Really good card. It can actually be a major game winner. It takes 3 tributes, but the way it works is with Future Visions out, you normal it and it'll be removed. But when that's done, you nuke their backfield, and obviously it'll come back, and you can rape them even harder.
That didn't work that way.
Trag, just kind of sexy because its effect, your Fortune Ladies have a lot of varying levels, and so if you have a good enough hand, you can take control of their entire field of monsters. So really good card. And it's just hot to have out there because you have a lot of draw power, so he's always high up. Gore's kind of a staple, and it's kind of hot if you can pull this off on the first turn, and then have like tribute fodder for your Earthbound Immortal. It's pretty much like a game winner. The infamous Beast King Barbaros.
Yes, he said the infamous Beast King.
This card is a very sexual card, and the way it works is you can normal it, and with its effect, it comes out as a 1900. But because of another field spell, Future Visions, it'll be removed. But it comes back as its original attack of 3000. And in times of emergency, you can also tribute 3 monsters and blow up every card they have. Really hot.
That's what I'm saying. Keep Beast King, man. Keep Beast King.
Raime, just a searcher for light, and I mean it's 1400. You can poke them for a decent amount.
Because you're like clear.
Cyber Valley, it's kind of hot. You can use it. One of its effects to remove water and itself from the game. Draw 2 cards, and then use another card to bring back water and draw another 2 cards. Hot.
The hotter the deck right now.
What?
The hotter the deck.
Deck's really hot. Future Visions. This is the main spell card in the deck, and the way it works is when you can set cards, but when you normal summon a card, it's removed from the game until your next standby phase. So ideally with light, when you normal it, it'll be removed, triggering its effect, and then you can get out any Fortune Lady you want. I run 3 because they do get MST'd, and you almost have to have
Talk about the remove thing where you can throw another one out there.
Oh, something else that's kind of hot is say they normal a really powerful monster, and with the Future Visions out, if you have another Future Visions in your hand, you can set that down, and their monster won't come back because the Future Visions that would bring them back is now destroyed. Just a dick move that kind of helps out. Terraforming, just a search. Fortune's Future, you can run 2 of these. I say 3 is overkill because it's pretty rare unless you're on a Chaos Sorcerer or Dark Arm Dragon, which you're an idiot if you do. This card will really get to use. But you just send a Fortune Lady to the grave. If it's you send her a move from probably Fortune Lady to the grave to draw 2 cards. So what you can do is if you normal a light on your first turn, you can use this, send it to the grave, draw 2 cards, and then it'll still come back because of Future Vision's effect. So it's pretty much just a pot of greed. Magical Dimension, incredibly sexy card. What it does is you release a spellcaster to special a spellcaster from your hand, and then destroy 1 monster. So if you have a light out, you can get out like 2 darks and nuke their monster. Really good, really useful card. Really nice to have in your backfield. Great insurance.
Sarkies.
Gold Sark is, I consider it almost a staple because you get your card obviously, and then you can use it in conjunction with Fortune's Future and draw 2 cards and still get your cards. So really nice. Vortex, staple. And it's kind of hot because you can like ditch a fire and then dark it back up to blow any monsters they have. Kind of nice. MST, I run 2 just because a sexy backfield can really screw up your whole play.
Alright.
Reborn, staple. True Nade, staple, and so you have a Future Visions out, and they just normaled something really powerful. You can True Nade, and your Future Visions will be removed, and their monster won't come back. And then you can just set it back and get back to work. Hole, staple.
Now into the traps.
Now into the traps.
Boom.
Compulse is really sexual. Once again, another really sexual card. It can be a game winner. If you have a light out, it came back from Future Visions, and you're not sure what to do with that light, you don't have Magical Dimension, easy. You just compulse it. So that's a special because it's removed from the field via a card effect. So not only do you special, but it's back in your hand, so you can normal it again and special again. And you can just send their nasty synchro monsters back to their hand. Kind of a staple. Bottomless, staple. Staple.
Just don't pick
and it can be useful for light. If you put a light out on your first turn, and then they go, you can torrential and special whatever Fortune Lady you want. And that's it for Fortune Ladies. It's a fun deck. If you want to just screw around with friends and piss them off, you can make really nice comebacks and just anger people. So give it a try. It's not that expensive.
Would you consider this a budget deck, Logan?
Yes, I would consider it a budget deck.
That's nice. How much did this whole deck cost you?
Roughly $80 with the cards I have now. I spent $110 in total modifying it, but I'd say roughly $80 with what I have now.
And of course, the infamous Beast King was probably one of the most expensive, right? Am I correct?
Exactly, but the price I paid was well worth it.
Nice. Good job, Logan.
Thank you.
Alright.